All right, hey guys, my name's Lex. I am the owner of the Imprinted Empire. I'm going to be doing a reading today for the Mercury retrograde. And to be completely honest, there's a lot going on with what we're experiencing. And I want to make sure that you guys are aware that the type of reader I am is going to be focused on the psychological experience and identity based. I'm going to be making sure that whatever I discuss is going to be strictly based on the identity that you are going to build as you are altering your human experience. And this is to address the psychological awareness of your human experience. So we have a hidden dialogue workshop that we have to help creatives, professionals, and entrepreneurs along their journey of altering their internal experience so that they have a better professional experience. So we want to focus on career and your rising sign. So you're going to utilize your rising sign to connect with this reading. I'm not going to call signs out, but if this reading is something that you are resonating with, then you'll be able to maneuver through a little bit easier. So we're going to start off with focusing on Mercury retrograde and how you are dealing with this Mercury retrograde. It is in Cancer and we're in the month of June in 2026. So the cards I have today right now are going to be focusing on how you are going to address your the first phase of your internal battle. So if you are on this reading, you are looking to build and act upon your goals, and setting milestones monthly is where I kind of focus on. So this month I have pretty much focusing on how to build an internal dialogue so that you can set up your ecosystem, your infrastructure of how you can set up your milestones, the goals, and set them up quarterly. Hopefully you are paying attention to that. But we do have a workshop that we started in April, which April is the new year in this astrological world. So when you are working with new energy, you want to start in April. So we have a workshop that is listed from April 16th. And you can use that as your starting point as the new year. It gives you insight to the things that were happening prior to the summertime. So early spring, we know exactly what each of the ascendant signs was going through, and it is showing what your birth chart looks like, minus your planets, of course. If you want to do a personal reading with me, you can set up your subscription to the Imprinted Empire's Substack, and then from there you can initiate some type of email, or you can directly send me an email, and then we can go from there and you can let me know exactly what you want to do. So the first card that we have is abundance, and I think I want to start there. This number 8. So I want to say that we're talking about the Scorpio nature, and I want to make sure that we have that internal dialogue be placed on the table today. So I hope that you guys are all doing good. And I want to say that the abundance is going to be more of the lavish side, because Taurus is the opposite side of Scorpio. But yeah, so we want to focus on that because that's fixed energy. So we have fixed energy as something that is going to hold together most things. So if you have any talents that you're going to be transforming into something that you're going to be utilizing to offer your community or your industry, you want to build a creative process. So you might be going through a transformation of that experience right now. And we want to know exactly how to overcome those limited beliefs that keep us stagnant and hinder us from officially transforming into our new identity. So what is the abundance for this Mercury retrograde? So the first few cards that we have is mind over emotions. So in order for us to really, really, really see ourselves, we have to understand our emotions, and we have to logically understand how we can get past them. So broken hearts, somebody enjoys it. So the abundance that we have right now, somebody could be lacking it in that transformation that is impending or under construction. there is someone benefiting from you not utilizing your emotions that are gonna help you stay motivated and keep your mind on track. I use staying on brand for a guiding scale to see exactly how someone is maneuvering through their internal experience. So if this is on brand for you to do, that is going to align with your prosperity, then you'll be able to maneuver forward to reach the abundance that you're looking for. So let's see. Public image is being attacked. So I want to start off with how someone could be utilizing their internal experience to see exactly if their image is aligned with their ultimate goal. So it may not be, and that's probably why this Mercury retrograde is coming up. All right, so there's usually chaos before the rebirth. So first things first, the 8th house in your birth chart is going to be representing taxes, losses, debt, spiritual inheritance, and your psyche. So as I said, the mind and your emotions are going to narrate and navigate how you transform. So all of this wealth that you may have or may want to possess may not be in your reach yet, or it's something that you haven't been able to maintain. And that is probably why you feel very brokenhearted, and a lot of people are enjoying the fact that you haven't reached your fullest potential. So again, understand that your mind has to be prepared for the rebirth, and you have to become a person that is the person that walks the path that you're looking to embody. So the key word here is embodiment. So the next one, I want to just clear out these spaces in between here. Strive to master something. So I want to say that this last card on the bottom of the deck, it says Catalyst, disrupt the stagnant space. So I want to say that somebody, and I want to say you are that somebody, but yeah, speak your mind. Speak your truth. It's time. So I want to say that somebody who is not able to maneuver through the public is feeling a little attacked by their surroundings. So if your surroundings are not supporting your goals, or the people are not supporting your goals, you need new people in your community. So I want to finish this off with some tarot and make sure that you guys are aware that the ultimate identity you are looking for, your current desires and goals to reach that ultimate goal have to align with the person that accomplishes that goal. So we're working on the identity. Who do you have to become in order to reach the goals that you're trying to achieve? So whoever needs to be out of the camp, whoever needs to be out of your group, whoever needs to be demoted, whoever needs to be removed, everybody needs an alteration so that you can get on the path you need to. Ooh. So we have the 9 of Wands, and I want to use this experience right now and looking at this card, not focusing on knights or wands or any of that, the moon and the pretty much defense that you've put yourself up against. So we have Sagittarius in the moon. This person could have a Sagittarius moon, or the people in your camp could have a Sagittarius moon. However, the wands are going to represent sparks of inspiration, sparks of creativity. And if you allow yourself to be stagnant, you will remain looking at your options versus acting on your options, which the logic aspect of your minds, which is like mind over emotions, you want to use your logic to navigate and use your emotions to fuel your passion behind executing your goals. So we already know that the moon is here because we have emotions, broken hearts, and chaos, and all these things are probably using your emotional state to hinder you in some way. Your creative process is going to reveal the way you think, communicate, and solve problems. So for this next retrograde. So the first card that we have is the Chariot. And I want to say that in order for you to understand that your emotions are going to be what makes you prompted to improvise on the things that you can manifest, you want to strive for something that you can master. So you want to do something with it that's within your capabilities. It's not going to stress you out because you're actively already working on it. And it's not going to really be a burnout because you know exactly how much effort you need in order to pursue this goal. All right. And then we have the High Priestess in reverse. So again, your public image is being attacked, although that doesn't mean that's the end of the story. That's not the end of the story. And we have Seven of Wands. So right now I want to focus on the fact that these people are constantly fighting themselves. And then there's a lot more people that you have in your camp that will also finish the beating. You have a lot of people that are going to allow you to maneuver in a way that you really don't agree with. But because they're there, it's easy to continue that timeline. So we have Mars and Leo. And now somebody could have a Leo sun. Somebody could have an Aries Mars. This is a lot of fire. And water is kind of draining it out. So if you allow that to break your creativity, then you'll remain stagnant. You won't be able to really disrupt the stagnant place that you're in. The catalyst is on delay. It's in a halt. The catalyst hasn't started yet. And we have the moon. Okay, so the Queen of Wands in reverse. Your crown is upside down. You might want to think about what you have to do to move forward in your journey. I'll see you later.